start early putting values into them, so this is the future. You secure the future of the nation through the children that are in that nation. So Pastor John and several other leaders in Nima Apostolic Center, so center in Abuja. So we've been doing this work, and we have so many genius children, children that have worked books before age 10. One of our kids, you know, um, is the only child from West Africa in Elon Musk's School for Gifted Children. And yeah, this is something that we have to take seriously. When Zach begins to speak, then you understand that this is a cause, that all of us, and if you listen to previous interviews of these kids, you know that this is a cause and a mission we all have to take on as Nigerians. We worry so much about the adult population. We worry so much about even youth, but you know them in this program, and you will be amazed. A young Nigerian female child who is resident in the UAE. In one of our sessions, if you were a president, what would you do? So that's how you teach children leadership. And she said, when I become the president of UAE, so she's not thinking about the fact that she's female. She's not thinking about the fact that she's Christian. As far as she's concerned, anything is possible. And that's what we have to encourage in Nigeria. And Zach will tell you the rest. Economics is really a move. You will be amazed. I've learned so much from this young child that I've had the privilege to coach. Just values. And it's amazing that these young kids are carrying that. So Nigeria is in a good place. I want to say Nigeria is in a good place, and her security is in these kids that we often ignore. If you look around Lagos, there's hardly anything to keep these children busy. We're partying, we've built all these clubs for ourselves, all these restaurants, we're eating so much, eating ourselves to death even sometimes. But how many recreation centers? How many innovation centers do we have? How many centers have we built for ideation? What room have we made for these children? So we have to have a rethink. It's a time for the Nehemiah project. We have to rebuild our nations ourselves. I personally don't believe that government, builds a nation. Who is government? So we need to really have a rethink. That's what we have to do. I know we like to pray so much. I'm a woman of prayer. I've taught prayer for 30 years. But prayer is not an end. Prayer doesn't build nations. No nation was built by prayer, right? Prayer really is meant to put you in a place of strategic thinking so you get an answer. And the answer now takes you to execution. So we've got to stop being lazy and get to work, all right? And not, depend on this person, that person, blame this, blame that. So you need to hear this. This is a book that has to go into all the education systems. We all have to get into this cause. Please help us in this cause. It is a cause, CAUSE, to grow genius children. Nigerians are genius people by creation, right? So we have to go to this young generation. We have to please invest your money in developing recreation that is child friendly. All right. So my generation, I'm not saying let's not party, but can we consider partying less and then spend some of this money, right, that we self-indulge in, uh, spend some of this money and being intentional in just, I'm telling you, astronauts will come out of this nation if you give them room to develop their minds. We're going to be hearing Zach. And please, every page of his book, it's crazy. I have goosebumps, right? Everything that we're going to be experiencing is from this child. It's just knowing how to respect them, because respect is reciprocal. So you respect them, you understand that they're kids, but you have to give them their due respects as human, and you'll get the best out of them. So this is, I don't even take credit for all of it. So the principle started in Abuja, or the methodology. So my mentees who grew up abroad, who are returned to Nigeria, so they're the ones that became the resource persons, teachers, and you will, when you hear our story. So our first director was the owner of a hospital, the first female chairperson of private hospitals, directors league, right? So Dr. Chito Wana, an American, Canadian, Nigerian, And you will be amazed that someone who owns a hospital, had the time to do all this with kids. So, and we believe in teaching through, creativity, creative play, and all of that. So that's what we've been doing. COVID came, hit us, and then we recovered. We realized we can take advantage of a bad thing. So now we're global, right? Virtual. And what we're trying to do in the virtual dimension of this work is to make sure we don't lose children anymore, wherever they are in the world, that they can learn, they can cross pollinate, they can learn our culture on a 1 hour Zoom. You see what I'm saying? So a lot of children are dealing with, culture conflicts. So you're bringing up a Nigerian child in Canada, then you want the child to be Nigerian inside the house, and then outside there, Canada. It's a lot for children to cope with. So we have to really look at all of this, okay? Thank you very much, everybody.
So these experts are here. Can you guys capture them, please?
Yes, see them coming.
Let them come in here. That's Zach and his friends. Let's capture them. Zach. Okay, just follow them. Follow them. Follow them. I'm telling you, the flow, the thing was just flowing. The thing was just flowing.
I think when you're living the thing,
Yes,
it's
it's
easy
easy
because
because
it's
it's
the
the
truth.
truth.
It's
Because
the truth.
yes,
Yeah, you
yes.
can't embellish.
No. It's the truth. So she's telling her story.
See, child, Pinewood
This intro
students,
was
people
this
that
intro
made
is so
Spider.
important.
Listen. See, change it.
To which one?
The other camera, the others, this, change it to
I
it.
don't think it's it. If
I'm
use
telling
this,
you, is it? Change it.
is it?
Yes.
Maybe your one was set up for the camera. Don't take your children and look at them like you're alien. Just allow them.
Mami,
I give them, I press the record. Okay. So they can put more chairs and food up there.
The chairs. Who's that? Let's start from. Let's hear us.
You said you are streaming already on what?
Zach.
Because the link you got is not.
Yeah, wait.
Maybe that's the
Yeah,
because we had to refresh it. We're having network problems. How do I send it to you?
Official launch. Should I search for that? Will I get it? Will I do official launch?
Oh no, check it.
I'll stream and stream.
How does it find this? Is Zach? Zach? ZAQ. Just give me Zach. Don't use Zach. Just use Zach. Put a post. Let's see.
Are you
Give me your
coming?
number.
0809
There's nobody else wearing them.
48
No, he's not wearing them. So we
17.
don't really need those chairs. that this is a move that is coming parents will hear that the values that this child is teaching us will be values that we will never forget because our children are our legacies. So please, I pray that everybody will be at peace, everything will happen peacefully and in synchronism in Jesus' name. I have to. So everybody, seriously. So, Zach, when they announce, you just play the. Are you going to play the two at the same time? This black thing he has been looking for it. He needs it. Here, is it? What's this? This is a mic. Whose mic? Okay. Yeah, this is it. Pastor John, was that message okay? Is that message okay? Okay, I was wondering that it's not insensitive. Later right now. Okay, thank you. Thank you very much.
Is it down? This lantern that you sent, that one should go up. Like this. Only we have to agree on it.
We have to, I don't understand.
Please, who have the second copy of this book?
Yeah. Who has the second? Who sorry? We have two.
Who have an idea where the second copy is?
Where's Auntie Promise to check in her room? Okay. Nobody's going to read behind Zach. If anybody stands behind him, he's going to read smart stuff. Where is Zach?
You just left now.
Auntie, we need a picture of you, Zach, and his father before we start. No, not a toy.
Are you streaming all like that? Are you streaming like that? Yes, it's gonna. Once we start, it will on YouTube.
Prayer warning.
No, no, no. We've not started. No, let's just have a press conference. Eh? Yes. We don't need to spiritualize it. We prayed. We need our atmosphere to be okay.
Just take that in the kitchen. Of course, yeah.
Fumi, doing the broadcast is crazy. The picture will go separate from the.
Okay, let me stand up. Let me stand up and
WhatsApp, are you able to help us to broadcast this message so as many people as possible are watching?
Like put
Are
on
you,
all
can
your
you do that
platforms,
for
right?
us, please?
On all what platforms? Did you broadcast? Chioma? Yeah, the link. Yeah. Get from calling us.
Who's
You know
asking?
calling system?
I can give the person who's asking.
Ada.
Ada.
Please get from.
Ada, Pastor Fumi is here. Please give it to Ada.
Is the air conditioner working?
The camera head straight here.
What camera?
Camera.
Every one of us, yes.
Here, please. Look forward to front up. Thank you. Hold on, please. Zach, a little smile. Yeah. Zach, face to the camera. That's it. Nice. Thank you. Thank you, sir. Just a minute. Just a minute. Zach,
You take they take 1 minute, you take 1 minute.
Zach, this way. Okay. Stand up, please. It'll be perfect. Look forward. Look forward, Zach. Bring your chin down a little bit. No, that's too much. Up a little.
Awesome. The man himself in pink and red. Like flashing the color. Okay.
Look
That
forward.
goes black.
Look forward. Nice. Nice. Beautiful.
Okay.
One more. Thank you.
You would want it to be coming down. From up is better.
That's for content. Yeah, that's for content. Michael.
Pastor Fumi here. Please, can you give Ada the link? Give Ada the link.
Yes. Sorry.
We're just lying down.
You're looking to the what? Global meeting, global lunch. just wait and see. Please, anybody, have you shared on your story? If you're in this house, please put on your story, everybody. Why don't you, are you going to do some?
Don't use your phone. Don't use your phone to.
I agree. I agree.
The national anthem or
Yes.
or the
National anthem, when we're done. I'm doing broadcast. Just one more go.
you can see yourself.
People are genuinely confused. My friend said she thought that she missed it. She said you have to
This is the interview. That's his first glove creation. Where would I keep this speaker? Okay, sweet to run like an entrepreneur. I think should we introduction now? For example, now the line.
Do I need to press record?
Okay. Do you guys have an official photo taken together? Or maybe when he finishes,
Okay. Are we ready?
Okay. So
Are we ready?
you people can
Go ahead.
sit down.
Sorry.
They say we should start now.
Yeah.
Go together. So you're going to introduce.
Okay.
Zach, yes, yes.
Shall I get up?
Yes, you have to get up.
Yeah.
You introduce you, call your name, you can come and sit in.
Okay.
Obi Patari.
Yes, Dr.
Okay. Dr. Obi Patari. Whatever. His name is Mr. Who will come first?
No, his parents.
His parents. Then Anthony. Then Zach. Okay.
Just say Coach Obi Patari.
We need to go down.
Okay. Okay. Is it by introducing them to come in first?
Because I'm coming across the table, let me speak and so I'll just sit.
No, it doesn't matter.
All right, we're counting 10 down. Let's get
Good
set.
afternoon, everyone. We'd like to introduce with coach and welcome them to the high table. What about the opening speech? After they sit down, give the after they sit
Introduce the people to sit and then we'll do.
Okay.
No, I think it's okay. Okay. Just call parents. Yes.
Okay. Good afternoon, everyone. Um, Today is a very exciting day, and I'm absolutely thrilled to welcome all of you to this very important day. Before we start, we would like to welcome people who have been a great support system to Zaq'S throughout this project. We'll be starting off with his Coach Dr. Obi Park Harry, to please take a seat. And the excitement! Are you excited? And the next set of people we're going to be welcoming to join Coach Obi Park Harry at the high table are his amazing parents who have been a strong support system to him, Mr. Abdulrazak Ita and Dr. Mrs. Kate Ita. So if you look around this room, you will see that we have family, friends, classmates, everyone who has gathered here for one remarkable young man. This isn't just any birthday celebration. We are witnessing something extraordinary today. We are launching an app, we're launching a book, and we're celebrating a vision that most adults haven't even dreamed of yet. I want to ask all of you something. Where were you when you were 10? So we are all gathered here. We're here to celebrate Zaq. I would like you to know that the truth is most of us grew up wishing someone had taught us what we know or what is about to teach us today about money. So while we all sit here today, it's not just about celebrating Zaq, who is turning 10. It's absolutely celebrating his innovation, actually celebrating the genius in Zaq and celebrating his parents for supporting him and his coach to bring this dream to reality. So while we all sit here today, I would like us to make some noise, bring the energy, and let's give a huge warm welcome to the author, the app creator, the coding whiz kid, the birthday boy, the financial literacy champion himself, Zaq'S! Okay, so the floor is open.
Okay, I'm going to ask you the first question today. Zaq, can you tell us a bit about yourself?
Good afternoon, everybody in Nigeria. My name is Abdulrazak.
Yeah. Yeah.
My name is Abdulrazak Isa. I'm 10. I turned 10 on Tuesday, November 18th. I play the saxophone, which you just saw now, and the piano. I built a world-changing app that teaches kids how to be money responsible.
Okay, Zach, I would like to ask, how did you develop interest in money matters?
My dad was worked in Chartered Bank, and I wanted to follow in his finance footsteps.
Okay, now, if I may ask, what brought about the idea of children understanding money?
Children need to understand money because when they grow up, not everybody is going to be there to be telling them, buy this, don't buy that, buy this, don't buy that. This is a high risk, this is a low risk, and everything.
But in Nigeria, you can understand with me that most of our kids are being brought up by domestic staffs and people around them. How do you think this your idea will be inculcated into children while
It will
growing?
make them responsible, which is why I added chores so that they'll know how to make the money, and it also teaches them how to do household things. When they grow up and they're living alone, they'll know what to do.
Okay, in your book, Economics, you said something about mopping the floor, the kitchen floor, while on holiday to earn $20. Can you tell us more about that, please?
My godmother once called my mom right before I was about to eat breakfast and said that she found out kids are only supposed to have 1 hour of screen time.
You're talking about 1 hour and then mopping the floor.
Yeah.
Yeah. Come on. Let's go.
Only should only have 1 hour screen time a day, and she also told my mom that 90% of kids are said to be more successful when they start doing chores. So my mom called me inside her room and had a talk, and I had a talk with her. and we agreed that I'll be doing chores every day to earn $20. And that rebirthed the idea. It made me remember that I was doing something to help kids.
Okay, how did you come about the idea of an app? Looking at Nigeria as a country, in China, in America, in other Western world, we have kids, we have adults who come about app. What brought about the idea of an app?
So that parents won't have to spend time, waste time, like having to teach their kids themselves about money, and money, paying a tutor to teach their kids about money. They just have to download the app that I made.
Make it easy for parents?
And it'll make it easier for parents to teach their kids about money.
In a fun way.
In a fun way.
Okay, what is the simplest way of giving us what the app is all about?
It's a way of teaching your kids how to have a savvy financial future and for them to be prepared for the future.
Can you take us through the app? Some features of the app.
That's exactly what I mean. That's my question.
In the app, we have the Kids Corner, where kids are taught with money lessons. We also have games there, titles, a leaderboard on how much money a person has earned and how many coins they have, because they have to play games like a budget builder, but they use their coins to build a room. There's also money math, where the kids are supposed to calculate change. They're supposed to add up the money and subtract the money and budget the money too.
And the parents.
And in the parent dashboard, parents are able to track if their kids are doing their chores, the average amount of money they make in a week, and they're able to accept or request the kids' request for money. And yeah.
Do you have any collaboration within Nigerian bank, or how do you convert your coin to solid money?
You don't convert; those are in-game like currency. It's just a game currency. Coins are just in the game.
Okay.
I would like to say, and Zenith Bank is the one supporting us.
Okay,
But
fantastic.
the kids and money. Tell us about them.
Let the coach. Now, let them know how you designed the credit card to support it. Right?
I thought of doing something very bubbly and kid-friendly so that it's attractive and interesting and it draws people's attention.
But why debit card? What is the use of the debit card?
So they can spend the money freely, but they have to be thinking about it.
Okay, at a point I'll come in as a coach. We question children differently. Is that okay?
Yeah,
That's fine.
So
that's fine.
let me have a conversation with Zach because we question differently. Because Zach's whole movement, Zachonomics, tell them about it, is a values-centered thing. Tell them about what you said. He has a message for us in terms of how we engage kids in the chores. It's not just doing chores. There's a value element that he has, shared. What you said about domestic stuff. You need to tell them well, because what connects Zach and I are values. So even though he's 9 just turned 10, he's an adult. So values. I'm a value-centered person. So our relationship is founded on values. So can you tell them what you said? Exactly what you think parents, homes about Nigeria. You said about Nigeria.
Nowadays, kids in Nigeria are living in households full of nannies, maids, servants, and everything is done for them. Yeah. They bring the food to the child, and then they not take the food back. The child just sits down watching on the iPad. So, and then KFFH teaches them that they're not supposed to be doing that. You're supposed to be preparing yourself, because one day you might see yourself without any of those people, and you may not have learned what to do, and you'll be stuck there wondering what happened with a pile of dirty dishes in your sink.
So after Zach said this, I immediately called my daughter. I said, "You gotta look up to this with your children, right?" So this is one of the values. Then Zach, you know, in the whole Zaconomics, KFFH, the purpose for his Zach, let us know what you think, you know, again, about how we use money, even adults, about how we, the cars we buy, the watches. So let him tell you this.
Um, you also need to be thinking about how to use your money, because you could go to you need a car. You could go to two car dealerships. The one that's overly expensive and the one that owns cars that will just get you to point A to B. And you also need a watch to tell you the time. You don't go to a Rolex shop to go and buy one of those expensive watches. You just need to find a watch that will tell you the time.
Wow.
And for your cars, you just need a car that will get you to point A to point B without breaking down. Not one expensive motor.
This is what Zach resolutely believes. I've known the family. That's what, you know, this is really exciting. That's what he resolutely believes. Now, Zach, tell them again. Zach has a burden for young people his age. This is not just something you're just doing. It's something that you really, really believe in, that young people should know about money, and that's the way they secure the future. Let them know. You know, sorry, so a passion. You know how you build the passion made you build your app? Tell them.
I was fueled to do this because I think that not only I should be feeling proud about earning my own money and being able to spend it myself, I should share the feeling with others. And I should also teach them how to be financially smart and financially literate so they'll be ready for the future of finance.
Sorry, what's the full meaning of KFFH?
Kids Future Funds Hub.
Okay, fantastic.
So even the name of his, so there's a business project which is Kids KFF. Tell them yourself. So you have three things. You have your KFF, you have your book, you have your app.
KFF stands for Kids Future Funds Hub. The economics represents how I learned how to be financially literate. I don't have a third one.
Your book.
Your book.
That's economics.
It's economics. But it's a
KFF
book.
is the
So it's a
app.
story. A KFFH.
It's a
Yes,
business app.
that drives your philosophy. So economics is a philosophy really for children. Okay. So this is what we do when we could. There's a lot more to this. The book is just really amazing and deserves to go into education institutions. So as I travel around the world, I've been talking about this remarkable child that his message is really on financial literacy, inspired by his banker father, ex-banker father, growing and then work seriously with the mother as a co-coach, really a scientist. Now, Zach also has a story about when he was 3. So can you just tell them very quickly? Remember when you were picking up, I told you to pick up the coins. Sorry, this is how we. So you have to let them, like, you know, that this is how, you know, juniors kids, you have to give them their due respect. So we have to be authentic and natural and all of this. That's how it goes.
When I was 3, my mom gave me this piggy bank that my sister used when she was much younger. And she told me when I was a bit older, any coins I find, I can put them in the piggy bank. They're mine. During the summertime, I found big stacks of coins everywhere. I put them in my piggy bank, even a few notes. One day they took me to the bank. They told me to put those coins inside those rolls. I rolled them up, and then I found that I had made $74 from it.
Wow.
That's how your savings began.
And that's how this began. And that's how I learned about money from a young age.
If you have any
May I
other
ask a
questions?
question?
Yes, your parents.
I would like to ask 2 questions. I would like you to bring up. There's something you say about needs and wants. What are the differences between needs and wants? And why should we worry about it? That's economics. But we have to tell us needs versus wants. What is need? What is want?
Needs are things that your life depends on them. Like if you don't have them, you can't survive. Like food, water, shelter, and sometimes a mode of transportation can work. Some wants are things like very expensive food, water that water and juice, things that you don't need. Um, um, and then you're going out to one of these Porsche dealerships, one of those Rolls Royce dealerships, looking for a car that you don't need. Just go to Toyota or something.
I'd like to hear about the 1 hour rule.
Please, before then, what is so remarkable is that he comes from a place of, you know what I'm saying, affluence, and these are his core values. And this is what is very important about what is going on here. So the 1 hour rule, your mom. And we don't want to tell you all about the books because you need to buy the book. At some point in time, you let us know because the parents will make their comments. But you have this book. Everybody has to get this book. We have to seed this into children. I feel that this is a movement, and this particular press conference, people are watching. Children from all over the world are watching. He has an actual theory, philosophy. It's not limited by language or anything. So that has to be the purpose of today, and I love it. Zach is a genius mind. We develop them, but then he becomes a child. So I really give kudos to his parents. This is a message of how we intentionally create ecosystems. So we intentionally parent our children because they are our legacy. Zach, your mom says the 1 hour rule you have. So please note all the values, please. This is all about values that is coming from this remarkable, just turned 10-year-old. Go on.
During the summertime, I just finished 4 weeks of summer camp, and I had like 3 weeks left, and I was ready to spend my whole day, my remaining time on my iPad, playing Roblox with my friends like Yari, Chloe, Kolapo, and Tara. And then my godmother again called, said that kids are only supposed to have 1 hour screen time a day. The rule has changed.
What's your godmother's name?
Dr. Mezier, the pediatrician.
Yeah, okay.
Go ahead.
And then she now told my mom, right before I was about to eat breakfast, that kids are only supposed to have 1 hour screen time a day. And then my mom enforced the rule. And even when I was just on, yes, only you. Even when I was on a call, no game, just a call, it counted as 1 hour. And my mom said it was because it had an LED screen. So, and then I was thinking of something to do. Then I remembered that I had an idea, and that's what made it click. That I had something to do. That I shouldn't be wasting my time on games, even though I still like to play the games.
Now you're making games for other kids to play. It's even better. So maybe the dad makes comments and then we're done.
Yeah. I think that's all.
That's what makes you a child.
I have a question.
Okay.
I have a question. Hello, how you doing? My name is Emmanuel. I work for Rice News. Very good one here. The name Zaq'S. Where?
How did you coin the name? Yeah.
How do you come up with that name?
Kids Future Fountain.
Zaconomics.
Zaq'S.
How do you come up with the name?
You just came up with it.
Basing it off economics, relating relating to money and things, and now relating it to me myself, thinking about Zaq's economics.
Amazing.
So, are you looking forward to write more books?
I've already thought of one,
Wow.
but I'm not telling.
Thank you.
Thank
Okay,
you
that's
very
all.
much. Thank you.
Okay. Okay, come and take over.
Even the
We're
father
done.
has to make his father has to
Okay.
say, Pastor,
Okay.
thank you very much.
The third have something
Okay.
to say. That's all.
Uncle sir.
I can talk?
Yeah,
Yes,
sir.
if you have something to say, please, you
Yeah,
can go ahead.
I mean, just felt to thank you all for coming. Zaq has been, has demonstrated very early on tendencies of someone who's very smart, and we've taken note of that, and therefore whatever he does, we closely supervise it and direct his energy appropriately. And so when he started to come up with this idea of an app out of the restrictions that were placed, that you can't use your iPad for no more than 1 hour. We thought this is an idea that we can support him to develop and grow, and then we started to talk about it. And then he started to do things by himself. He started to focus more on how he can get kids to think about money from the chores that he was doing back home, and how he can make more money, because he believed that, if he did more chores, when we are traveling, when we're overseas, there's no house girl, no house boy, nobody, so he has to do some of those things by himself. And then he realized that, the more of these things I can do, I'm going to get money from these old people. And that's how he then translated it into an app. And then he started to talk about, so if they make this money, what should the kids do with the money? How can they control it themselves?
Yeah.
Then he started to go into the system, into the internet, using ChatGPT and all that all those AI tools to come up with other things that how kids can. So he kept coming back. He would ask his mom, he would ask me different things, and then of course we'll answer to the limit of our own education. But it's been very interesting that he's been able to do this, and we really, really will keep encouraging him. And then when he then talked about another book already, he says he's not going to talk about it, but he says he already has an idea about another book that so it's okay. But let's finish this one first.
But talking about this book, what is interesting is when I mentioned the idea of a book to support this thing. Before I could finish my sentence, he already had the content page, because I said a content page makes a book. Zaq had his content page. Zaq was running ahead of us, and every single word here is this child's. So it's really remarkable. Nigeria is very rich, and we're rich with resource children, and so the program we run for gifted children, genius children, what is remarkable, I now know, is that they're all different. Zaq's is economics. It's economics. It's financial literacy. And please, when you follow this story, there's much more behind this that you will find out. So this is a press conference.
May I say something before you sign off? Yeah.
Okay.
I am very blessed and highly favored, as I always say, to have a child, a gift like Zaq'S, as I call him. What is profound for me, what is very exciting and profound for me, is that every child needs boundaries, well-established boundaries, well-supervised. You tell them why the boundaries are there. And, the boundaries help the children, discipline and boundaries help the children to grow into responsible children. And children with self-worth. in children without boundaries grow up to be, just anyhow irresponsible kids. And at the end of the day, they blame their parents. They usually do. The other thing I've learned from here is that, well, following off of the discipline, it was interesting that, like Zach said, after 6 weeks actually of summer camp, 2 summer camps, American schools had started school. Nigerian school hadn't. He still has some time in America. He brought iPad, iPhone, computer, he has 2 computers, surrounded himself, plugged in, and he was ready to overdose on screen. And I said, no, it's not going to happen like that. No, there has to be time limits here. And while we were talking about, the father came in, your father jumped in as well. While we were talking about it, and it was as if Dr. Ogechi Emezie, Antonia Emezie, was sent to call. She called at the time just to gist. And I told her what was going on. She said the new study says that not every child should not have more than 1 hour of screen time a day on non-educational, non-school things. And she continued, and it includes the TV, the phone, all the gadgets, everything that has LED. My concern is that since I started doing a lot of work on my phone, my eyes have gone down. And if the screen, the phones are destroying my eyes, what is it doing to the young people? How? And they have much longer to go. So she says the new study says 1 hour. Zach said no, he grabbed the phone, he Googled it, he likes to search. And everywhere he looked, he was saying the same thing. He was frustrated. Then, when we went to his pediatrician, he asked her again, and the woman still said 1 hour. For the summer, we encouraged for 2. But he had 1 hour. What to do in the 1 hour is where we're going with this, because in that 1 hour, his creative juices, his mind, because there's too much restlessness, too much invested in the kids. It's either they waste it on Roblox and all those games that dull their brains, or they spend it creating, innovating, developing games like Roblox for other women's children to play. I would always choose to be the mother whose child developed the games that other people are playing. But really seriously, let us as parents bring out the best in our children. Let us give them boundaries. Let us think of their health. Too much screen time is not good. And encourage and enable them to grow into the world changers they're supposed to be.
Thank you very much.
And my final thought here is that there's something that didn't come out while we were preparing. It's in the book, so go ahead.
Yes, and get the
Be
book.
sure to get the book. Get for schools, get for many. There's a chapter here that says economics. It gives you the formula. Like you have Einstein formula, Pythagoras theory. There's economics theory in this book. It will teach you how to, raise financially responsible children. When I'll tell the story, I have to tell it. You cut it as you like. February, we were preparing for our daughter's wedding. As Zach said in his book, the house was full to overflow. I read that bit and I was, surprised at the uncanny way he brings out, knowledge, information. He said the house was full. There were people everywhere. And, everywhere you looked, left, right, and all around you were people. He was even expecting to see people walking on the ceiling. And on a day like this, he walks into his parents' room, and Antobi was there. With his iPad in his hand, he was pitching. He'd been pitching this. This is financial business. Future Funds Hub, he called it. The first time I heard it, I thought, how do you do this? You're going to get license from the bank. CBN has to approve. Financial institution, says just like my dad built. How? Financial institution, the money is plenty. I couldn't wrap it around my mind. So I'll just listen. We'll listen. You have to encourage your kids. But on this day, Apostle Obi was in the bedroom. And he started to pitch again. And we listened. I don't know about Razak, but I listened with familiar ears again. And then Obi said, Zach, there's something there. It's not just an idea. It's a global movement you're beginning. And I'm thinking, yeah, she's at it again. In my mind. And the next thing I know, they convened a global platform for Zach to be interviewed and to present as keynote speaker. This thing you see playing here, you can see Zach, this was that interview. He was interviewed, and over 100 people logged on across the world by people from the Nehemiah Center, the Kingdom Kids Club. He was sitting in his study on a chair beside him, listening to him take questions from the kids, from their parents, from everyone, that I realized there's something here. I started to take him seriously, and I started to support more. And as Razak saw what was going on, he was also supporting. So it's good for parents to listen to their kids. But the Nehemiah Center, especially the Kingdom Kids program, I know they have raised so many professionals in different walks of life. It's an amazing movement that I'll recommend to every parent for their kids.
Thank you very much.
Yeah. Thank you. And individually, yes. One-on-one, yes. Okay, thank you. Uncle, don't go yet, so please, hold on.
Okay, so what an amazing afternoon this has been. When we started off here today, I remember that I mentioned that we're about to witness the start of something extraordinary. So it goes just beyond listening to this. I would like to say to everyone, buy the book, give to your nieces, your nephews, your cousins, give to your friends, put it in party packs, spread the word out there. Our kids need to be financially literate. And download the app from App Store and from Google Play Store.
Yeah,
okay. We're going to put it on the App Store and Google Play. And I would also like every one of us to give Zach a resounding applause to encourage him and celebrate the genius that he is. Congratulations, Zach. Happy 10th birthday to you. And a very big thank you to your parents and your coach for supporting this dream and bringing it to reality. Hey. Thank you all.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Uncle, sir.
So sit down. All right.
Okay, come on, friends. Everybody.
Are we standing or sitting? Oh, we're sitting. You need to sit. Oh, they will be there.
Can we move the chairs forward so that there's space behind for friends? Simeon, can I get a picture of this?
So we need the
We need
taking a picture
Zach
of
to
this.
hold it. Zach, you need to hold it.
I want to take a picture of them. You can hold it.
but we need the table.
He needs to hold the book.
I know. Okay, yeah, do hold it.
So you guys, can you move closer?
Zach, move closer.
No, can you move closer?
No, don't cover your face.
Don't close your face.
Then we have to go down and have fun now. So let's do this. You don't want to present it.
Yes.
All right, let's go have some fun.
Auntie, uncle, sorry. Arise me to have one.
Yes. Children, go and play.
Thank you, everybody. You guys, thank you so much.
Get them with the green.
Thank you. And I want to drop the pictures to my
Simeon, let the background, the green background, make it show.
Bring them now. The prince are
Before they walk, I need to be on top of it.
Yeah. Here. Tell them transmission continues. And we're continuing it there, so don't cut it completely.
Sorry.
Please, can you two be color, please? Can you stop you two?
Yes, we've done that. So we're taking it outside to continue. Yeah, with the mic.
We'll still move all of these things. So there's no way we are going to.
But can we still go on the same link?
Yes, sir, we can.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So we cut the
Yes,
go out and
that's
continue on
what
the
I'm
same link. So just tell them.
No interview. Bro, John, interview.
Yeah, we can leave it like that, but we're not cutting it off. That's what I'm saying. We're not cutting it off. We're not stopping it. We're just changing it and kill the sound and everything.
You know, you see a kid who is kind of rounded. Zach plays the piano. He loves sports. He plays the saxophone. You know, he acts in drama. And then his academic work is really at the top quartile of his class. You know, so when he's doing things, you have to really watch carefully and be sure that he's not missing an opportunity, in his development and kind of support as a parent. So and because of that, we have become very observant and we are very watchful of him. And those are the things that we saw when he started to talk about. Or he thinks that he wants to develop an app for children on how they can use their money, how children can make money through chores. And that from chores they can save the money. They should have the freedom to spend their money the way they like, and then to invest it also wisely. So that was the basic framework that he came up with. And then he started to develop it. And as he was working on it, whenever he faced any challenges,